There's a man behind me, and I'm alone. There's a man behind me, and I'm alone. It's 3 a.m. There's a dog barking the next street over. It's not barking at me, or the man. I'm alone. The street's lined with houses, and all of them are dark. A car alarm light flickers as we walk past. So close to the safety of these warm suburban homes. Familiar in daylight and deathly dull, but at night they're foreign, forgotten and disowned. There's a man behind me, and I'm alone. It doesn't help that I'm tipsy. I've been in worse states. I've always walked quickly, like I'm always running late. I've heard the warnings. They'll say I should have known. There's a man behind me, and I'm willfully alone. I should have called a taxi or crashed out on the floor. I'm sure they wouldn't have minded. It's not that long till dawn. It wouldn't be so bad if he were talking on the phone, but he's silent there behind me, and I'm bitterly alone. But why should I be scared? Why should I have to run? I've just as much right to walk this street as anyone. It's pitiful to be an adult and still scared of the dark, but here we are. No matter how tall I walk, my heart still beats in my chest. The terror leaves its mark. At least I'm not in heels. They were never my style. But it's a warm night and I haven't a coat. There's nothing in my bag except my house keys and my phone. Maybe I should cross to the other side of the road. But what if he follows? Then I'd definitely know. Right now he's Schrodinger's stalker. He could just be heading home, like me. Except not, because he has no fear. It might as well be daylight. He doesn't care I'm here. I'm not a threat. I'm of no concern. There are no lessons he feels he needs to learn. His parents didn't sit him down when he was 12 and tell him he was now an object of desire, a hopeless little toy that grown-ups might try to acquire. He never learnt the hard way when a friend became a victim, only then to realise it could so easily have been him. Every tragedy becomes a cautionary tale if remembered for long enough. I don't want to be a story, a grainy picture on the news, a face now so familiar, but only known to few. So many would die to be universally known, but they're not me, vulnerable, afraid, and perilously alone. A pelican crossing at the end of the road. Lorries rolling by, the light on red, forcing me so slow. I stand aside, turn my head, and see his face for the first time. He's further away than I'd thought, and somehow formless in the shadows. His clothes are nondescript and somehow timeless. He doesn't glance at me once, despite my stares. He doesn't slow for the traffic. He absorbs the headlights' glares. His eyes are black like oil spills, gazing up as though in prayer. Without hesitation, without a sound, he ignores the signal and steps out into the road in front of a truck bearing a heavy load. The driver doesn't see him, he doesn't brake or slow, but the man just disappears. To where, I'll never know. Was he ever really there? Perhaps he was a ghost. I breathe a sigh of relief, for now I'm safe again. I don't care what he was or where he went. I'm not afraid of ghosts or piles of dust and bone. There's no one there behind me now. Now I'm finally alone.